Welcome to today's podcast brought to you by U.S. Bank. Imagine a world where your moneymaker is your hobby. Well, you won't have to. U.S. Bank takes pride in being the extra push people need to turn their dream job into reality. With friendly advice, setting realistic goals, and being there, supporting them with every step in their journey, just like a friend or partner would. It's time to turn your side gig into something bigger. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Now let's tune into today's episode.
Oh, Lord, buddy. Come on, Mr. Kevin, and be thankful. I see the background. All right now. You have to. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you all across the world. Glad to have each and every one of you on today. This is our daily meeting where you get a behind the scenes look of what goes on in the ATSJR companies. So, what that means is you're going to hear some things that you shouldn't be hearing and seeing some things that you shouldn't be seeing. But our founder and CEO decided to open up what was supposed to be a boring 15-minute call to the world so that you can take some nuggets back to your companies, to your businesses, and expand and grow the way you want it to. So I'm about to get out of the way of greatness and introduce to you all and bring up our founder and CEO who is consistent. Y'all see that black shirt he got on? Consistent, okay? Consistent. He has like 30 of them. Don't worry about it, okay? Because you'll see it. It's like, didn't he wear it? Yeah, he did. But he has a lot of them. Don't worry about it, okay? Rich people, they try to keep things in their head that they need to, okay? I learned that. Now, from Galveston, Texas, the millionaire maker, the innovator, the creator, the gentleman you want in your corner fighting for prosperity. Okay. And the gentleman who has jokes for days. Okay. If you say one word, I promise you he's gonna start a song. And don't worry about it. He grew up and he came and went got to Baptist quick as he could. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, our founder and CEO, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. Good morning. I appreciate you. It was a 15-minute private meeting inside our office that we stretched to an hour because of you all. If this is your first time here, please steal everything you possibly can. I am grateful for your presence. We are absolutely fantastically doing well. And you need to take that juice and spread it across your oranges or that syrup across your pancakes, whatever it is. Spread it, spread it, spread it. All right, so you're going to see me. I do a lot of things today. I'm going to do the first half of the meeting. Grace, I'm going to have you do the second half of the meeting as Deanna and I are going to do a slight exit here, but we'll be here listening. We just got to do something very important off camera. Let's see. The first thing I just accidentally taught by accident is if you build a business, I met someone yesterday that if you build a business, met someone who is successful, but they can't leave their business. By every definition of the word that y'all use, they're successful. If you cash flow quadrant, 4 quadrants, ESBI, cash flow quadrant, if you are a lawyer and you don't staff other lawyers, you do not have a business, you are self-employed. If you're a doctor and you are the head of your practice, you do not have nurse practitioners and other doctors, you're not a business owner, you are self-employed. End of the story. If you cannot walk away from your business for a year or more and come back and it is better than what you left off, you are self-employed. To be an employee or self-employed will always, always, always keep you in the middle class. The goal is to get out of the middle class. Now, I know some of you are disagreeing with me because that's what happens when people talk. People just want to disagree. That's just part of the process. And I understand. Now, anticipating your disagreements and opposing viewpoints, as college has taught me to do, because you have a very unsolid paper if you do not and include opposing viewpoints. Let me disagree with me. Well, a doctor is successful. No. Now, while success is individualized, Success is also abundant in all areas. You're not allowed to make a lot of money and not have a lot of time. You're not allowed to have a lot of money and not have a lot of friendships. Okay, I see. Y'all gonna make me miss my little thing I gotta do off camera and just walk all over this place because I can tell already what this is gonna be like. Okay, I tell already what
We're
this is
taking
gonna
it
be
in.
like.
We're taking it in.
Good, take it in. There is a huge difference. I was telling somebody yesterday. There's a huge difference in mindsets from 5 figures to 6 figures, 6 to 7. Especially 5 to 6, and especially 7 to 8. Those are 2 different mindsets. They're not even close. And then 8 to 9, it is astounding to understand the difference between 8 figures to 9 figures. They're not even in the same universe. As a matter of fact, less than 1% of the world who that has ever lived has reached 9 figures. You hear what I'm saying? It's a different mindset. So allow me to tell you that no matter how much you are a great coach and consultant, Tony Robbins, if you're Tony Robbins and only Tony Robbins by yourself, you're self-employed. This is why Tony Robbins does not have to Tony Robbins by himself. Go get coaching from Tony Robbins. Unless you're paying $12 million a year, you're coaching with his team. Go get coaching from Antonio. Unless you're paying $383,000 a year, you're coaching with his team. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. Deanna, I forget because you know it. What do I charge for a speaking engagement? I have no idea.
You charge $58,000 for a speaking engagement.
I charge whatever she said. I do. And if you can't give me that, I get it anyway.
65. We upped it. I'm sorry. My apologies for shorting.
That sounds like something I would do. So it's all good. Point is, you want to make sure that you don't have to be present. In 23 minutes, I'm going to be unpresent. I'll be off camera. But Grace would do the exact same thing. Do you understand? And know what to say. If this is your first time here, this is a morning meeting in which this is CEO stuff that CEOs are going to say and tell. Everybody follow me so far? That being said, this is a company in which the CEO is not the only person that knows what's going on. Deanna, how much decision power do you have?
I have the same decision power as you.
Grace, I'll mute your mic. Now, she hates making decisions. But how much decision power do you have?
The same.
She don't like making decisions. So get that pressure off me, okay? Get that pressure off me. Now, I know some of you already knew this. That's why you're barely paying attention. And that's all good. That's congratulations. You know stuff. But do yourself a favor and take 2 weeks off your business. See what happens. Hopefully, you can look at your business from the outside like a customer and start making changes. As of right now, this is the realest thing I have said so far. Because if you cannot sit in your business like a customer, your eyes are too old. I'll give you a great example of your eyes being too old. How many of you swear up and down you got OCD, neat freak, all that stuff, but your car dirty? Don't lie to me now. Your car filthy. Yep. Come on. Or your car or your closet. Now watch this double real quick.
See, I'm tight on all those, but I understand what your point is.
Okay. Now, you don't even know your car is filthy until you got to give somebody a ride. And you go, ooh, hold on. And you start moving stuff off the seat. Who know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
That's how most of y'all churches operate. And I said what I said. You literally, when you have to move stuff off the seat, you're saying, oh, I wasn't expecting guests. And most people walk in y'all religious establishments feeling as soon as they walk in, y'all wasn't expecting guests.
That is the true statement. That's a true statement. Because people they move hymn books, Bibles, everything off their feet.
There's a whole chapter 8, and Deep in Wine, Andy Stanley, Charles Stanley's son, written in 2012, a book about churching to the unchurched, chapter 8, called Environmental Ministry, in which he talks about the environment and how the environment needs to preach as loud as the preacher. The environment needs to preach as loud as the preacher. This is why some churches have parking lot greeters. Why? Because you just got into an argument and they trying to kill that attitude at the parking lot.
Amen.
So you don't take it to the steps. They're already preaching to you before you get out your car. Now, I said all that because I want you to catch something. I want you to catch that I'm getting ready to say, Antonio, I want to create a list of podcasters so all of y'all can subscribe to each other, do a little group economics. Now, yeah, right there. I proved to you that I had it in my notes. But here's the deal. Some of y'all just got here, yet I didn't pay for you to get here. I didn't advertise for you to get here. We get 97% of our customers for free. Why? Because I focus on the environment. Please know I'm not ranting. I'm literally just using illustration to communicate my point. I could give you the thesis of the I have a dream speech and give it all to you, or I could just keep repeating I have a dream. One of those are quite effective. That's what I'm doing right now. So let me do it again. Your business needs to be so tough that you don't have to work it, and the environment preaches before you ever have to. All of you need to be great evangelists. Doesn't matter your religion or whatever you believe. Evangelism, it was a word before Christianity got hold of it. You should all be spreading the good news of your business. The problem is, Christina, if you're the only one spreading it, you're going to stay in the middle class. Uh-oh. If you're the only one spreading, you're going to spread in the middle class. How many of you have been, I know it's going to be hard for some of y'all to remember, but who remembers being a new, let me use religion real quick. You were a guest in somebody else's religious establishment.
Yes.
Right.
You remember that feeling you had?
Clearly.
Especially if you were crossing denominations, if you're Christian. Remember that feeling you had when you didn't even know what to do with your hands? Who knows what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, unmute your mic, raise your hand real quick. Please. Just do me a favor.
Me.
Please.
I remember.
Oh man.
I definitely remember.
I embarrassed myself.
No,
Me too.
Jumping up and down.
I embarrassed myself clapping and wasn't nobody clapping. I was like, uh-oh.
Face down.
Damali still don't know what to do with her hands.
That's how y'all businesses work. Y'all posting online and you got everybody feeling uncomfortable how to interact with your company. I can't give you a better illustration of that. And everybody agreed. The religious organization that was supposed to make you feel comfortable And more than likely, you were already a part of that organization as a whole, just not that local body. So there was no reason for you to feel uncomfortable, yet you still did.
Okay. I get that. I feel that. I feel that. I get it.
Because somewhere deep down, we all understand moving from one culture to another culture can be potential homicide.
Yes.
It's basic human survival. We banded together so spiders and snakes can stop eating us, and wolves. But at the cost of banding together, we had to learn how to behave. Oh, shucks. All right, Dolores, unmute your mic real quick. I'm gonna get Susan next. Go ahead and tell us who you got here. Was I heard they send me that message?
Sorry. Hey, good morning. Great morning. Great morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Hope all is well, Antonio. I have a guest. Miss Pamela Jones is on the line from River and Word magazine. So if you could, Miss Jones, unmute and say hello and tell the people what you do.
Hello, good morning, everyone. As you said, I'm Pam Jones. I have a digital online magazine. We also have River Health with our products that help the body get back in shape and build up pretty much a fountain of youth is what it offers on the short note. And we have River Word Gospel radio station. And what we do is we help independent artists, dancers, singers, recording artists, painters. We help get them the exposure and get them on other platforms and connected so they can go higher and brand themselves and have a more successful career in the arts.
That sounds amazing. Come on, y'all unmute your mics and clap. That young lady, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. She spoke so well, didn't she? Yeah, you ought to run for president. I would like that.
Well, thank you.
Yes, we need us a woman president. And we have a podcast. Y'all haven't seen it yet, but it's called Women Should Run the World. Something I produced because I genuinely believe women should run the world. We have messed it. Well, it wasn't us, some other wees, some other men have messed up the world. You understand? We need to move aside. Let these women fix it in 3 days. But don't bother me.
All right, now, come on.
Be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna lose my crowd. So let me be quiet.
How do we find that podcast?
What'd you say?
How do we find your podcast? Where is it located?
It's coming out May 15th.
Oh, okay. May 15th.
It is. You just made me tell something secret that they ain't supposed to be knowing. Yeah.
Well, that's what presidents do.
Good job.
That's it. That's right. That's that presidential influence right there.
She's making changes already. Stepping in there, making changes already.
That's it.
You be seeing it, Antonio.
Yes. It's a pleasure to have you. Real talk, pleasure to have you, and welcome back anytime. And you can unmute your mic and talk anytime too. You definitely do that as well. Yes, ma'am. I love your profile picture there. River and Word. I'm assuming Word has a few layers of meaning on it.
Oh, but of course, the biblical, the foundation that keeps us holding steady and strong. The word, the river, the river part.
I knew you weren't gonna be able to keep your mouth shut if I said that. I knew it. I knew it. Look. Well, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I love it. Thank you, Dolores. You had wonderful, Dolores.
You're welcome. I don't know either Maxine or Stephen. I don't know y'all can say one of them invited Dr. Kelly, so go ahead.
This is Maxine. Yes, I have 3 guests with me this morning.
Holla at me, Maxine.
First of all, I'd like to introduce Dr. Kelly. And I've been knowing him for like the last 5 years, and he has a phenomenal foundation that he's working with called the Black Business Expo. So Dr. Kelly, please introduce yourself.
Good morning. Good morning. Come on, guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Rising.
morning.
It's
Good morning.
excitement up in here, yes.
Grand Rising. Yeah.
I would first of all, I'm impressed. First of all, Antonio, you did an awesome job this morning. I was giving you the straight up poker face while you was rocking and rolling. I wanted to laugh, but I wanted you to do your thing because you was giving it to him. And for those who didn't get his message this morning, y'all really missed the treat. You know, I tell people all the time, most people use their eyes and they use their mouths, but the most important part is to use your ears and to listen to what's being said. I do the Black Business Expo, the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Network, where we highlight 100 speakers each week to tell their story. And that's what I do. I raise scholarships for kids. That's what my primary source of life is to raise scholarships for kids, because our kids are being pushed towards sports, they're being pushed towards entertainment, and they're being pushed toward drugs. And so my thing is, we need to show more doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, business owners, millionaires, billionaires, and we need to showcase more of that so that they can see that they can do more with their lives than just what's put on their plate each and every day. And so we're planning on doing our business expo, our business network in June 7th through the 13th. And one of the things that I would say this morning, I truly am honored to be in the midst of so many great thinkers. I can feel it. I can feel the presence in the room. And I look forward to seeing the great things that y'all are going to continue to do. Now, I do have one request, Antonio, because if I come to your meeting, I've already done my research. Before you go, I need to hear one of your great raps, one of your raps. Not only
right, Dr. Kelly.
I need to go ahead and get one of those CDs that you have, because
yes, sir.
That was amazing. I'm not gonna let you go. People will tell you I'm here not only to inspire, but I'm here to get something out of this deal. And again, I want to say to each and every one of you who have allowed me to be here, I'm here to serve. That's what I do. I'm an artist by nature. That's what I do to make my money. And I tell people all the time, when I'm not on the screen, I got a paintbrush in my hand, because that's what I do each and every day. Thank you so very much, Maxine, for inviting me. And Stephen Walker, thank you for being here. And Miss Lucky, she follows us all the time. And I see I have Dolores there also. And I could go on and on and on, but one of the things I want to leave everybody with this morning, don't stop. If you got an inclination on something to do, do it. Remember, most people will try to do something that's 100% of winning. Then other people will try to do things that are 50% of winning. But the great ones will try to do something, or will do something that's 0% of winning, because the 0% is the percent of greatness. So this morning, I want to leave each and every one with that. Think about your dream, but more importantly, do your dream and don't settle for less.
Come on, y'all unmute your mics to clap for that. Come on, we got me pumped. All right now.
All right. It's a whole word.
Got me pumped up. Got me pumped up.
Good morning.
Yes, you sure can. And Grace, we're going to make sure we get Susan's going to be the first person to talk that's not new. Okay, all right. Go ahead. Yes, please.
I wanted to say to you, Dr. Kelly, you are phenomenal. I'm so grateful for you. You were there at a time where I truly needed to move further in my walk about where I was being downed. And I promised you, I had sent in my information to be on your platform nervously, extremely, I can't say fearful, because I think it was past that, but I knew that I had to step out. I need for my story to be heard, because people don't think that it's real, but it is real. what was so amazing that I was praying and asking God to just help me be ready by June to be on your platform, because June is my birthday. I'll be 60. And God has blessed me so much. And I was just asking him to prepare me. And then walks in the only Antonio T. Smith Jr. and stepped in and said, okay, so one day we're gonna need to be able to see you. And he didn't say it out loud, but he was saying it. And I had to get ready. And so now I can truly and honestly say that there are things that have been grounded in me, spoon-fed, and I'm so grateful. I don't know everything. I tell my grandchildren and children, I know a little bit about a little bit. I don't know a lot about a lot. But my plan is to get as much as I possibly can in so that I could pass it on. So I wanted to thank you, and I wanted to thank you, Antonio, because I'm getting prepared. As a matter of fact, I feel like I am prepared because you pushed me to those points of getting out there. I love everybody here. This is a true family, and I'm so grateful. I talk about it in my book. I talk about it in my lessons, in my program. But when you don't know that your stuff is not finished to be presented yet, you'll present it before people to eat, and yet it's not ready, and you want them to be full. And y'all have helped me to get there. So thank you, Dr. Kelly. I truly appreciate you, and thank you for listening to my comments and all that good stuff. And thank you, Antonio, for pushing me past my comfort point. I bless y'all. And thank you, family, community.
I mean, yes. Go ahead, Dr. Kelly. You got to respond to that. You're a grown man.
One of the things that I don't like to do is take over, but I'm a takeover guy. So what I will say is, when you hear people in the community who want to share their voice, you have to allow them to share their voice. A lot of times we don't let people share their voices. And Sandra Lucky was on back in November. She came back in February. And I am so happy and so proud to know that she's going to be on the broadcast in June. And she was ready. She didn't know it, but she was ready in November. She was ready in February. She was ready when she woke up. I'm just a guy that has a platform that would allow her to speak to the world, as I ask any and all people that I talk to each and every day. If you have a voice and you want the world to hear your voice, then come see the network, because the network is a opportunity for people and for us to say what we want to say without anybody touches us on our shoulder and saying, you can't say this or you can't say this. We raise scholarships for kids. And if you have a heart for kids, I tell people all the time, I flunked the 5th grade because I went to school and all I did was I drew every day because I wanted to be an artist. And when I flunked the 5th grade, my grandmother told me, she said, they're going to pick at you when you go back to school. Unbeknownst to her, I was a little short bully, so it was not going to be any picking on. But the picking on was me picking on myself because I didn't understand my value. I didn't understand what education was about. But when I found out what it was about, I went on a mission never to fail at anything else again. And so I put five things in place that my great-grandfather taught me. Number 1 was to think big. Number 2 was to research and train. Number 3, to plan a plan. Number 4, which I think is really important, to be relentless about it. And number 5, to understand what my why is. And when you understand what your why is, then you can do anything. And so I would say to Sandra, keep on pushing ahead, and everybody here, keep on pushing ahead and understand that if you don't value your value, then your value is not valuable.
All right,
Drop
that
the
sounds
mic.
good to me.
I
That's
like
it
that.
right
My
there.
Lord.
Come
That's it
on.
right there. Y'all
I
heard
like
that,
that.
man.
All right, all
Y'all heard
right.
that, man.
That was it.
But
That
that's
was
Dr.
it right
Kelly
there.
for you. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. So my next guest is going to be Sharon Campbell. Sharon, come on off if you want to show yourself. There she is. Help us to understand who you are.
Good morning. Good morning. It is an honor and a pleasure this Thursday morning to be with everyone. If you're not here today, then you missed it. We'll try to get you the next day. That's what I said. When they told me about this, I was like, well, let me move my calendar. Zoom. And it went off because I believe that sharing is the most powerful thing. And when you have people like mine can say, you know what, you need to be at this table, then you need to move stuff off your calendar because God is sending you what you're asking for. And so you have to be able to have that mindset to move. I am Sharon Campbell with Sharon Campbell Solution Group. And I want to tell you, I have already been blessed and full in these few minutes. And it's just been just a blessing. It's as if I have been here every day, all day long, being poured into. And that is what our company is about. It's about planning to prosper. It's about working with entrepreneurs, business owners, hustlers, nonprofit, our 9-to-5 groups of folks that say, you know what, I just don't want to let go of this job because I need that security, then to walk out in faith. It's about helping them, releasing them into the world of goodness. And we have done this by creating a book called Why Not Let God Be Your Business Partner? So often we ask for other people to be our business partner, but I believe you need to ask God first, because I know the greatest entrepreneur in this world was my Heavenly Father. And if you'll follow his Bible, his plan, because they give you a lot of other stuff to follow. But sometimes as business owners, we don't go to the number one book of entrepreneurship. We got Solomon. That was the best negotiator that I ever known. We have people that's in the Bible that have great businesses, and we can take our stuff. I tell you about Jeremiah teaching us about being leaders and all the things that we learn. So I teach that because I believe that. And so our company has certifications that we give to from what we believe God has given to us to help others. We have the entrepreneurship certification. We have the nonprofit management. We have the one around, I tell you, they're so great, ministry, entrepreneurship ministry, women in leadership, and diversity and inclusion. We are in a good space to talk about diversity and inclusion. I'm with Dr. Kelly. Education is the most powerful tool. That's why I support his scholarship with Maxine, because once I was introduced to that, the world opened up for all kids to have opportunity to be at the table. And for us, the Plan to Prosper Institute and Sharon Campbell offers that. We have a platform on helping people reach our goals. And I will agree about the show. You got to walk away from your company and know it's okay. You got to know it. If you can't go on vacation and still make money, you employed. That's all what you are. You're just a worker. And I want to grow and thrive. And I want to be able to push way beyond where I'm at. And that's why when Maxine offered this opportunity, I showed up ready to be able to be pushed a little bit more. Thank you so very much. And I cannot wait to hear the rest of it.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Welcome.
Yes,
Amen.
yes. Maxine, you had another one, didn't you?
I have another one. I think, let me see, Trina
Come
Rodriguez
on,
is here.
sunshine.
There she is.
Hello, good morning. I knew that I had to be on this call because I was not invited by just one person. I was invited by two people, and that was Sadia Douglas and also Maxine. So both of them told me that this is where I needed to be. So here I am this morning. So I am Trina Rodriguez, and I am the CEO and founder of Femwork. We're an organization that is committed to educating individuals on their personal and professional development and those unwritten rules when acquiring employment. So we do this by using our accountability model, which is built on FEM, which stands for faith, education, motivation, and empowerment. Thank you guys so much for having me.
All right. Well, thank you so much. But hold on. Come on back to this microphone. Say something. Won't you just say something empowering? Because I heard it all in you. I heard it all in your throat.
Well, I would like to say that I believe that it's very important to actually overcome your fears. And a lot of people use fear in a lot of different ways to keep them from moving, keep them from doing what is best for them, keep their business from thriving. I would say that I use fear as an acronym, and it stands for find every available resource. Everyone on this call today is a resource for me. And that's how I plan to overcome my fear, by using the people and the opportunities and the information that come into my realm that I'm able to move forward. So I challenge you all to use fear to push you forward. And it stands for find every available resource. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Maxine. Something you want to close us out with during this section?
Well, I just thank all of them for coming, and Trina, and I know you heard it in her voice, because she definitely does the spoken word. And so if anything, I think Trina should close us out with the spoken word this morning, as far as the three of them speaking.
You ain't bothering me, Maxine. Listen, if that's the
Come on, Trina. Come on, Trina.
So I wrote a poem that's
well, thank you so much for bringing it.
Yeah, who could understand the plight of a Black man? When I think of the burden the Black man has had, continues to endure. The future of my sons, brothers, and fathers makes me feel unsure. During slavery, our men watched and felt powerless indeed, as their women and children were taken and sold like some steed. They were shackled, beaten, forced to watch their women be raped, all creating a hole in their souls, not knowing how to escape. After 400 years of torture, they told them they were free, only to be restricted and left to wonder how to rebuild the broken family. Supposed to be the head, but brainwashed from so many years of no hopes of being free. Then finally released with nothing, having built mansions for masters without a claim of equity. Wondering where to start, rebuild and reclaim his place in a world with no respect. Yearning to be the alpha he was born to be and trying to survive with a knee on his neck. Fast forward to today, the government aids Black families without a man in the home, only assisting those women with children and rewarding them for the man being gone. Police brutality and killings running rampant, whether you're guilty or not. Incarcerated by the masses and profiting on them without a thought or a right. Giving the jobs to Black women because they're seen as less of a threat. Knowing all well the man has the skills, but the job he won't get. Then home comes the woman with a check in her hand, waving it around and asking, how are you the man? Where in this world does the Black man get a seat? Really never sitting down and never landing on his feet, stripping him little by little of his dignity at every turn of a key, finding countless ways to oppress him, which is the opposite of free. Who will hold him and support him through this dark journey called life, when not only the woman belittles him, but claims she's his wife, forever giving love that's never reciprocated and forever accepting less? Who could understand the perils of a Black man when even he is unable to express the stress of finding a place in society for an alpha with golden skin that was born to lead, in such a place that literally fears, dishonors, discredits, and really wants him to leave? So I ask, where is the love and understanding for the plight of a Black man? Thank you.
Woo-hoo. Come on, y'all.
Wow, I love
Thank
it.
you so much.
Excellent,
You gotta do
excellent.
better than that. Ladies and gentlemen,
All right now.
come on, give us some. Give us
Woo!
some.
Woo! To the bottom of the ocean on that. Oh, I love it.
Give us some. Give us some.
Awesome.
Where's your cash app, girl? Where's your cash app? Where's your cash app?
Yeah, put it out, put it out, put it in the chat.
Yeah, put your cash out there. That's it. That's it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Susan, you had your hand up. Some of our guests got to talk.
Wow. You know, I was just going to answer something from the church thing like a few minutes ago, but we have been blessed beyond blessed with all these amazing people that have joined us here. Grace, Antonia, I feel like Phil, I feel like we, in the time collapsing, we are really leapfrogging ahead. We are not moving at the pace of, you know, when you're in when you work for a company, you climb the ladder to success. You know, year after year, you wait and you wait for those positions. In time collapsing, you just leapfrog right past that. And as small business owners and entrepreneurs, that is what we are all about here. What Antonio has been all about from the beginning. You know, you lay the foundation and then you just, you know, leapfrog right on past all of that. And I guess that what I was going to say about the different churches, you know, I kind of come from a Protestant background, Methodist, my dad being Baptist and my mom being Catholic. So I didn't really go, except my mom would dress me up in these dresses that were itchy and the, you know, the slips and all that itchiness. I never wanted to go because I wasn't comfortable, didn't feel like me when I was there. So over the years, you know, I got through all that, and you know, the best church is Church for the Unchurched with Antonio and that, and the church that we get here. We now belong to a Baptist church here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, that is just amazing in itself. But thank you all for being here, and we are leapfrogging forward. That's all I had to say.
Thank you much, Susan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, before I have to disconnect just for a second, I want to make a special announcement. So I'm going to have Phil help me out. So Pastor Steve is going to be, Stephen is going to be on a podcast here Monday, and it's at the same time as our Monday night class. Well, Phil volunteered to have all the 20 and 30 something people that be always on that class and go show up to watch Pastor Stephen do his interview. So Phil, if you want to help me out, yeah, big deal. So there will be no class Monday.
Turn your passion to serve others into your occupation. Indiana Wesleyan University offers online and on-site degree programs in social work, criminal justice, leadership, ministry, and more. Our flexible, faith-integrated programs are designed to equip students with busy schedules to pursue their calling, whether you're just getting started or taking your education to the next level. Our top-rated programs can prepare you to succeed. Get ready for what's next. We can show you how. Visit iwuserve.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use Connection Services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
Going over to watch the interview. Phil, do you want to say something right here?
Well, I just believe you cannot give yourself. And when I found out that the class that they were having from Every Dot Black with Stephen being on it was conflicting with our normal class, I figured, hey, let's focus for now. Let's learn about them. Let's listen to Steve. It's an opportunity for all of us to listen to Steve and hear to hear him at one time. So I didn't want to pass up that opportunity. So that's why I suggested to you, let's focus that. Let's see how many people we can get there. Let's really rally behind this to make it a real special event Monday night.
Well, thank you so much, Phil, for that leadership. Can y'all just do me a favor and let's just praise for the group economic spirit that we have in this culture right here. Come on, y'all help me out.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Phil. You were in my brain. You were in my brain.
Hallelujah.
Yes, yes. So it is official. Well, class, we will have class Monday. It will just be at Every.Black. And we will be in the interview in which Pastor Steve, that's because we got two Steves. So I identify the Steve. I don't think the UK Steve wants to be a pastor at all, because it's a lot of work with a little pay. I don't think that at all. But yes, definitely. So thank you so much with that as well. Grace, what's the next thing on the agenda?
Antonio, can I say something?
Oh, go ahead. Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so thankful to the community, ATS community, fastly becoming the replacement for my actual family. And I'm thankful for all of you and the opportunity. Thank you, Phil. And I will be on Monday on Every.Black, but I will be on tonight on Dr. Kelly's network, the Black Business Network. He actually blessed me, gave me a 1-hour show that I do every Thursday at 8 p.m. So if you want to tune into that, please check it out. Maybe Dr. Kelly can put a link in the chat so people know where to go to watch it live tonight at 8 o'clock. It'll be from 8 to 9 on the Black Business Network. My show is called Purpose and Power Live with Stephen Walker. So thank you.
No, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. So definitely put a link out there. We've got a conflicting thing too, but half of us will be there, half of us will be here, but we'll definitely show up and support, as is our custom, that is for sure. So thank you so much. So Rafael, I see you got your hand up. You're looking like you just did some exfoliating. And look, Deanna just taught me that word. I barely know what it means. But you look clean. Come on, let me hear from you.
No exfoliating, but I have been eating right.
That'll do it.
Yes. So, man, today has been fire. My Lord, it has, man, just, I was sharing with somebody the other day, one of the awesome things in my top 3 things about ATS is the networking. And then the second thing is group economics. And the third thing was having a voice. And most of us, I can say a lot of us on here, we are connected to some type of spiritual connection, especially as I can say as a Christian. A lot of times we don't have a voice. And I think Dr. Kelly was talking about having a voice. And so this is a phenomenal atmosphere. And I was sharing with someone yesterday, she'll be on tomorrow, how from the beginning, I call this ATS Business University No Judgment Zone. And because she is a woman of God, I share with her, this is not religion. This is not going to Sunday service, because all walks of life is here. And we complement one another. I said, even when there is an indifference, there's nobody cussing each other out and don't want to talk to you anymore, but we are still supporting each other. We still have a voice, and whatever our gift is recognized. And if it needs help, just like today, you was like, if you need to sit down for 2 weeks and be the customer for your business, do that. And so just listening to even those that Ms. Dolores has brought on to just add to the value that we already have, I'm just excited. Like we just shot up another level again. And I believe it happens. It does. It happens weekly. Sometimes people don't speak, but I believe because they have noticed that you do have a voice, that you can unmute and speak, because so many people have been muted and their ideas or what they're saying has not been recognized, or if they speak, it's been pushed on the back burner. So I just want to say I appreciate ATS for allowing each and every one of us to have a voice and to share our gifts. Lastly, remember you were talking to us about don't be humble,
Right.
I did the 30 days of my video, do your videos. If you're not doing, I think it was 100 videos a day or 57 videos a day, you're not doing enough. and you push us in the business aspect. So I was able to share with the young lady on yesterday. She was saying, your content is so good. I love it, but I think you do too much. I have another person, their content is good, but they do too much. Let me tell you what I learned from ATS. In my past, I would have been all, oh my God, my feelings would have been hurt. But I was able to tell her, because I heard you said, Antonio, the media, the news, the commercials, they do it to us every day. You set your clock for a sitcom every single day. You're going to watch a rerun, but you're going to watch it every day. But the news, they do it every day. They're going to catch you every day. So this stuff is happening. And then I was able to break it down to seasons. Christmas, Mother's Day. Right now, you're going to see all these commercials about Mother's Day, right? When Easter was happening, it was all the commercials about Easter. When Christmas comes, they're going to blow up your TV, your Facebook, anything you click. So I said the problem is when we have a church mentality and not a business mentality. We got to switch from church mentality and connect it to the business, because we are kingdompreneurs, in the marketplace business. So we cannot say, oh, your content is so good, but you do too much. But we accept everything else. In that, she was able to understand what I was saying, and I told her, I'm not churchy, but I'm a kingdom business, and so I'm going to continue. I said, matter of fact, I'm not doing enough. So I just want to say thank you for that, Antonio, because I was able to speak clearly and boldly to say, you're going to see more. So God bless all of y'all.
Woo!
Thank you so much, Sarafia. Thank you so much. And yeah, y'all got a voice, 'cause I ain't even got to the meeting yet. I got a whole voice. What you talking about? Go ahead, Grace. Pick it up for me.
Okay. So the next thing on the agenda today, Antonio, is Atlanta needs a new group. Atlanta needs a new MExit news group. So wanted to put that out there so that you all know. Antonio did say that she needs a new MExit news group, making sure that she goes, whichever group that she goes into, and follows everything, all the culture of the group, of the standard of Antonio, and we're going to get that going. So that's the one to put that there and let you know. All right, Steve. Catch you later. Okay. Now, the next thing was that Antonio wants to create a list of podcasters so we can all subscribe to one another and give a rating. I know he mentioned this earlier. He wanted me to reiterate that. So we're going to create a list of podcasters. So if you are a podcaster, please put your name and information in the chat, or Miss Ashley, would you? Uh, okay, yeah. So Ashley, please put your information in the chat so that they can send their information for their podcast to you. And saying they would like to, even if they don't have a podcast, but they want to be a podcaster. Okay, so they give your name and your information, email address, phone number to Ashley, and we can get that going. Yes, Ashley is here. All right, we can get that going. Be a podcaster. You want to learn how to podcast? I'm gonna tell you right now, Antonio and Deanna, they receive funds for podcasting. They've done the work, and so now they receive funds for podcasting because advertisers love to advertise on their podcasts. And so, hey, they came to them. Hey, we would love to advertise our company, our business on your podcast, and we'd be willing to pay. Okay, great. That's all you got to say. So when you learn and you put in the work, Antonio he was telling us all the time when he first started out podcasting, it wasn't so popular then. And then, but what he realized is because it wasn't so popular, a lot of people that were podcasters, they quit. But he stayed. He and former CEO Tempest Smith, they stayed podcasting, and they just stayed the course and kept doing show after show, episode after episode after episode. And now, as of, it may have changed, but I remember a few days ago he said he was number 8 of all time in the world.
All time. Okay. All
right. Number 8 of all time right now, because he's stuck and he stayed. Okay, he stuck to the plan and he stayed the course, and so now he's reaping his harvest. from that. So if you want to be a podcaster, please give your information. Miss Ashley, if you could, like I said in the chat, give your information, put your information out there so people can give you their name, phone number, email address, or their podcast information if they already have a podcast as well, to give it to Ashley. All right. Next on the list, on the agenda, there will be no Tuesday classes until May 18th. And Mr. Smith,
That's I meant by my Tuesday class, just the marketing. Just the marketing.
That's what I was going to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
For
a
videos.
marketing class. We have a marketing class every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Those we will have none of those classes until May 18th because the MExit conference is upon us and it's coming, and we are preparing for that and making sure that you all have a wonderful time, magnanimous time at the MExit conference that is coming up May 14th and 15th of this year. Also, there will be no Sunday night meetings until May 18th as well. We have our CEO conference call on Sundays at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific with Antonio, as well as Deanna as well. And those calls are amazing. But Antonio has says we want to make sure that we have everything for you set for the MExit conference, so that when you get to the conference, you'll be like, whoo, I'm glad I came. And if you don't make it to the conference, you'll hear about it and you say, man, I wish I had. You want to make sure you get your tickets to the MExit conference, May 14th and 15th. It will be amazing. No short of that. Okay. I can't put a word on it, but I said amazing, phenomenal. Whatever that top word is that I can't think of, that's what it's going to be. Just Antonio was describing it yesterday. Hey, has anybody ever seen an Apple conference or a Facebook conference? Have you ever seen any one of those where Apple will come out and say, okay, these are the new things that we have for your iPhone. Okay. And these are the new things that we have for your iPad, for your MacBook Pro, your MacBook Air. Oh, and just one more thing. And they come out, just okay, that's the MExit conference. You wait on it. Antonio, okay. If y'all think Antonio has told y'all stuff and he always says, I'm not even supposed to be telling y'all that, please know that he has so much more that he is not telling you. Okay. He has a lot more that he is not telling you. Okay. Mr. Lodo.
Yes, I've seen Ashley's message in the chat. I just wanted to make sure, is it just for podcast requests or as well as if you have a podcast to send to Ashley?
Yes, if you have a podcast as well. So for podcasters, if you have a podcast or if you don't have one and you want to be a podcaster, for both of those, please put those in the chat. Not the chat, I'm sorry. Send your information to Ashley. Ashley, you said she put her information in the chat. Thank you so much.
A quick question.
Yes, sir.
How long is the podcast? How long is it? Is it an hour? Is it 30 minutes? How long is it?
Good question.
Which podcast?
You just asked a question about people who have podcasts, and I was asking, how long are they? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour?
The podcast that I want on the list, that's whatever y'all want to do. The time limit doesn't matter. What I just do is I have a plan to help y'all get more subscribers and more 5-star ratings. So whatever you want to do is up to you.
Okay, I guess what I'm getting at is I have like 200 speakers, and each one of those speakers have done about 45 minutes. And I was wondering, of course, we could download the audio and turn it into information that you could use on your platform to give you more voices. And that's why I was asking about the length and working to understand how I could help. That's why I asked it.
Yeah, no. I completely understand. That's a good idea, stripping the audio. I wasn't really thinking about doing that, but it is a good idea. Maybe we'll push it to your platform and do it that way. There you go.
I'm still waiting on the rap. You're not getting out without the rap.
Okay. So Grace, tell her what I told you to do.
I got you, Dr. Kelly. You just stay here to the end, and I got you. Okay.
But before I left,
I got you.
before I left, I told her to make sure I'm obedient. And if I can't play something, she gonna play it for me. Yes.
He did.
It's not gonna be live.
Well, considering I'm in the where all these folk is getting a vaccine at, I'll try not to, but maybe I will. Maybe I will.
All right. Okay. Mr. Phil.
Yeah, Grace, I'd just like to mention our meeting tonight, our class tonight on the code of the extraordinary mind.
Yes, sir.
That you guys want to be there because I've been to many, many goal setting sessions, and we're going to cover how they're telling you to set goals from this book. It's the most unique way I've seen in how to set your goals and what goals are and what goals aren't. So I'm encouraging everybody tonight to be on our class to cover that.
Thank you so much. That's the Integrity Leadership Call this evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The deacons are in town, okay? And it's Deacon Sorrentino and Deacon Sandals. That's me. All right. We are in town, and we are covering Chapter 9 of The Extraordinary Mind, Code of the Extraordinary Mind. You don't want to miss it. This is part 2. There's actually 4 parts, okay? Deacons are on part 2. And the pastor will be back in town to do parts 3 and 4. So thank you for that, Mr. Phil. Also, okay, so I mentioned no Tuesday classes, no Sunday night meetings either until May 16th. I'm sorry, not May 18th, May 16th, because May 14th, 15th is the conference. And we already know by May 16th, y'all are going to be ready to testify about how great this MExit conference is. I'm only saying testifying because I've been hearing all of y'all's jargon and language this morning, and I am of that jargon as well. So you didn't miss me on that one. So, Mr. Romy Rome.
Yes, Grace. I can tell that Dr. Kelly is not playing. So please pass on to Mr. Antonio that you probably need to pull up, one of his raps. Because after Trina laid it down like she laid it down, he gonna try to come up behind girlfriend and put something out there. He might want to get a recording and put that out there because she slayed that from way back. I'm telling you right now.
You're right, Jerome. You're right. I'm gonna need a recording because I can't compete with her. I can't compete with her.
Hey, no. That's not what we do.
No competition. We all in this
It's
together.
not about competition. This is about some love. I know you got a rap that's gonna give it to us strong because I listened to you, and that's why I came to this meeting.
I will be obedient, sir. I will be obedient. My grandmother told me to be obedient.
I'm Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I go.
Okay. Antonio, Renee asked in the chat, can you do that for blogs too? I believe when we were mentioning about the podcast, she was
Absolutely. The goal is to win, y'all. The goal is to win. It's not to be popular, it's to be paid.
That's it. All right. Okay.
Can I say something, please?
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say that my grandson is on, and he just wanted to introduce himself. This is his first time, and he's just been trying to figure out, what am I doing every morning? So he just came by and heard some good stuff. So he like, what? They do that too? Wait a minute. I want to talk. So I'm just going to let him introduce himself if y'all don't mind.
All right, grandson. All right. What's his name?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Wonderful. What's your name, sir?
My name is Eli. Last name Fluid.
All right. Good morning,
But,
Eli.
Yeah, welcome, Eli. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Very glad. What was I about? Okay, I'm kind of nervous. My bad. I don't know none of y'all, but y'all all seem cool and stuff like that. And I would like to join in on learning and knowing how to, because I have ideas. I have plenty of ideas, like a lot of ideas that I would love to get out, but I don't know how to get out. So, and I was thinking that, well, me and my grandma was thinking that y'all be able to help me, like you're helping her, basically. Sorry about, I'm a little nervous. Just came off right off the bat.
No worries, keep going. You're doing fine.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here again.
If you sit back and listen long enough, Eli, you're going to have it coming in through a water hose, just a fire hose of knowledge.
I'm gonna see if I can go get some swimming trunks. I'll be ready.
Well, good deal. Everyone, please come on and welcome Eli to the call.
Welcome, Eli.
Welcome, Eli.
Welcome
to the
fam. Eli, that was the first
Thank
step
you.
on how. That was it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in
Like
every
it. I like
Monday
it.
through Friday at 9 o'clock, Eli. You'll learn a lot.
All right, I will try to be here every. You said 9 o'clock a.m. right?
9 a.m. 9 a.m. your time. Monday through Friday.
That's only because he works.
Yeah.
There it is. Pleasure to meet you, man. Pleasure to meet you. Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet y'all.
You come out grandson, and you came in here with that grown man voice. I was expecting to hear some 2-year-old talk. Yeah, you grown man, deep voice, Grace.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He sound like he handsome.
I didn't know he was in there. My mom got him on there. I didn't know he was even up or anything. But he's a grown man, and he does, like, he got ideas, and he's trying to do some stuff that's even shocking me. And we are a family that's like that, trying to get out of this, what did y'all call it? The stuck, that middle class, and we're all together. Like, he's not my only boy. I got 5 boys and 2 girls. One of them is in the military right now. He's having a hard time with his own thoughts and stuff and what he wanted to do. Thought he wanted to be in the military, but I guess he don't want to be in the military no more. And like I wanted to say earlier about the person that was talking about fear. And I think that's what's gripped my whole family, is because we've been used to getting assistance and being a single mother, but now I'm married. But being a single mother, it's been hard to get out of that system that grasps us to get that help. And my mom put us on to you guys. And it's like, I'm trying to learn. And I'm trying to get out of the fear of, okay, you wanted to start something, you wanted to do something, but will somebody accept it? And all that battling in my own mind. And I know it goes through his mind too. But like, I don't know. It's just trying to get out of this state of counting on the system and asking the system for help. And just like some in her poem, how she said, when the fathers are not there, you kind of reward the mothers for the fathers not being there. And then when the fathers are there, it's like you don't get the help that you need because they want the fathers out of the picture or whatnot.
I've always been one of those ones that say, you can do this. You have ideas, you have thoughts, you are your own person, you are special, you are important. And that's how I want all of my children and grandchildren and great-grands to live their life, knowing that they have a way that they can go other than what the world chooses for them to go, to beat them down and make them feel like they are less than. And that cannot happen if you are moving forward for yourself. I watch my children and grandchildren have so many ideas that just blow my mind. And for me to just, I know y'all think that being a grandparent of 13 grandchildren and a parent, it doesn't come close to what you envision, but I'm telling you, the hard work that you see going through the children and the grandchildren, it is because there has to be someone saying, you can do better. You deserve more. You are better than. This is a job, and I take it seriously. I brought them here. I let them know from the first time I got here. Somebody is listening to you. Get the information, because see, I don't know about the tech stuff. I'm telling you, it just slows me. I can't understand it. But I try, and I will continue to try until I get it. But my children and my grandchildren have ideas that they can get out there, and I prefer that other than sitting, doing nothing, and having to continue to push you. And as they push to try to get further, I know that it is possible. So ATS is the best place. I mean, the community is amazing to help with the thought process, because the first step is getting your mind to realize that you are above all of the trash that the enemy wants you to receive.
Definitely.
Take out the trash so that you can get further to where you're supposed to be. And I just believe that.
Better go ahead and represent for everybody. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you because I don't believe that grandma feel that way. So I want to say thank you because all week you've been showing nothing but love. Thank you.
Lando, may I just interject for 1 second? I just wanted to encourage you and let you know that where you have been does not dictate where you can go. So I was born in the inner city of Baltimore, and believe me, I've had a lot of challenges in that my mother and my father were drug addicts, but I did not let that keep me from having a future for my children. And though I may have been a young mother, today my daughters, I have 3 daughters, and one is an opera singer, one is a veterinarian, and one is a nurse. So nobody can tell me that where I came from is going to tell me where I can go. You can go anywhere that you want to go. You just have to have perseverance. You have to be resilient and keep moving. Do not sit. Keep moving. So I encourage you. The sky, there is no limit. Just like Maxine said, you are levelless. There's nothing you cannot do.
I think that's the problem that I've had for me and my household. We have set, and it's not a point of comfortability. It's more of a reliability on the system. And it's then that fear of, how do I get out? And then I've started before and I did okay. In the way I started, my best friend actually pushed me to start because I was selling plates from out of my house. And it started okay. And then I got fear set in because someone didn't like something or wanted something changed. And then I stopped. And then stuff started to dwindle at the house. So I was like, I can't do this. I have to work. And then stuff going on with my kids, like my son who went in the military, he started into the gang system and started that life. And it was a hard road and everything just dwindled down. Then we moved and stuff started again, and all these ideas that came up, it was like, I can't do it. And then it's fascinating that he says about podcasting. It's not just that you have a podcast, but thinking of a podcast. And that's been on my mind. And I was like, I don't know if I should do it. I don't know if I should do this. And me and my best friend wanted to start doing it. She said she would get the equipment and we can start talking about things that, you know, relevate to us as far as like with the mental health system with Black women and, you know, children and things like that, and just start talking about stuff. And recently I was thinking about I shouldn't do it or I'm not good enough to do it. But with them talking about it, it was like, that was confirmation. Go ahead and do it. You're getting a resource to find out how to do it or which way and to keep going or whatnot. And it's just hard. I think my main thing, and I like the way you turn fear into something else. And I think that's my problem. I can't get out of that fear or what if I fail or what if everything falls apart? Because I feel like I'm the head, even though I just got married in December, it's like I'm still considering myself the head of the house because I've been doing it for so long. And it's like, if I fail, everybody else fails. If I fall, everybody else falls. So then it gets me to thinking, I don't have time to do a business. I can't do it. Who am I? I'm not good enough. You know, even with my baking and stuff, everybody would tell me, you're good, these are good, but still in my own head, I'm like, it's not good enough. It doesn't look like this person's, or it doesn't look like that person's, and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, just hearing you guys is encouragement enough. And I'm hoping that I can get my head into that game that y'all have, that head of, you know, not having that fear and just pushing and going forward, you know, and first and foremost, putting God first. And that's what I tell my kids. No matter what you do, put God first, because he's the only one who's kept us afloat the way we are. But I know he has more and greater things for me and my family, regardless of the mistakes that I made. Because I started with my first child when I was 15. I lived it was a dark time, but 15 on up, I ended up having 7 kids, 5 boys and 2 girls. And I'm like, there's a purpose. There's a reason for us. We're not just here just to be here. We don't have to settle in this or whatnot. So it's like, it's a learning, and I'm learning. And I thank Mom for having us, you know, introduced to you guys. But hopefully I keep watching and we keep looking and keep listening, that we can get out of this mess where people want us to be.
Congratulations to you and your mindset.
Yes.
Yes. If you be on this, we got another call at 10:30, right, Grace? What time is that? 10:30?
Yes, it is at 10:30. Yes.
All right.
The
So
esoteric call.
if you be on that call, that you'll get plenty of help with everything you said on that call at 10:30. Well, it has been a pleasure, everybody. Let me see. Vanessa has her hand up, I see. And it's a whole bunch out here. So give me a second. So what we're going to do is grab Vanessa, but I wanted to encourage everyone who has spoken, especially the last wife and mother and daughter who has just spoken as well, plus her son. Congratulations to all of you, and I'm congratulating to you, because sometimes you need somebody outside of you to show you what you are and not what you've been through. Come on, Vanessa.
Amen. All right. Amen.
Fire. Yeah.
Antonio, what I wanted to say, piggybacking off of what the young lady just said, is that is what Vision Accountability is going to be representing. I'm not ready. I'm ready, but I'm going to present Vision Accountability Personal Development Program to ATS very soon. And the premise, the principles that this program is going to be centered around is accountability and support. It's going to cover all of what this young lady was just talking about in terms of fear, and all that stuff. Because, you know, and it's awesome. I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't want her to feel like, you know, it's you know, she's never going to reach her goals or her dreams or, you know, her accomplishments. You know, she has a lot of responsibilities, you know, as far as the family, people dependent on her income, what have you. But I just wanted to let you know, and ATS know family, that I am going to be representing Vision Accountability Services as a personal development program. And the goal is, wherever you feel stuck at, I'm going to create a 6 to 8 week program around that and build support around it. Whatever area that you're feeling lackadaisia in, the support is going to be there. And that was what I really wanted to share. You know, just stay encouraged. Just know that help is there, you know. And so, but I will be announcing when I'm really, truly truly ready to bring the services and present it to the group. With that, I pass. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Hold on, reading the private message. Okay, got you. Let me take a screenshot of this because it's gonna disconnect. How you take a screenshot? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I done messed up the phone.
All right.
Hold on.
You
Stream.
have to rap. Don't make no. You got to rap. So we don't
I
hear
am. Grace, is it? Is it?
It's up. It's ready.
Thing on that agenda.
It's ready, sir.
It's ready. It's ready for me to rap. Is what you're telling me?
Okay, when I hit play, it'll be ready.
Oh no. He said live. I got to be obedient.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right. See, that's how y'all be missing y'all blessings. Y'all want to fight when people actually have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't miss mine no more.
Hold on, let me turn my screen
recorder
on. Let me turn my screen recorder on. Hold on.
Okay, turn your screen recorder on. And let me just say this here. We shouldn't have to pump and prime you to use your doggone gift all the time. Anyway, I ain't gonna bother nobody. I ain't got no beat or nothing, but I barely told my parents.
Deshaun, can you pull over? Don't drive and do it. Don't drive.
Well, no, she driving. I ain't driving.
Okay, I just want to make sure you won't drive.
Okay, yeah.
Something happened to you. Everybody gonna be saying, yeah, that Dr. Kelly, that Eric Keller asked me to rap. Look at it.
And there it is. I'm on the side of the road.
But Antonio, I agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying dig, for my gift. It's just that I believe in being a product of the product. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about how, you say, girl, go ahead and sing.
Yeah.
You got to do all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff there. That's not
exactly a whole production.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm coming, Antonio. I'm here to help. I want to, I work with men. I like working with women because we seem like, we be there, we be willing, we want to do it. I think men now are coming to the place where, they recognize too, they got to work on their personal stuff too, because those dark places is what hinder us. That's what keeps us in that darkness and that fear. That thing is deep, it's deep rooted. So the way Vision Accountability Services is going to be set up, we're going to address those fears. We're going to write them down, face them, talk about it. We got to cry. We're going to do what we're going to do. But the goal is to go head on with it, move through it, and get past it. So I know if I did it, anybody can do it. So that's it,
Way to go, Miss Vanessa.
Thank you, Miss Kareem.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, Antonio. Antonio, if you're ready to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and start beatboxing. You just join right on in.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Thank you, Miss Nico.
1 minute.
Antonio, you sounding muffled.
I think he said give him 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah. We've been to do this.
He did. He's giving 1 moment. The wind is blowing a lot outside, so he's trying to get it into inside
a place. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He looked like he's around trees. Bunch of them.
So he's coming. He's here.
I'm here.
He's here.
Ooh, come on, Antonio.
I told him the wind was blowing real hard.
That was too much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we getting ready.
I'm sorry.
So you can
such a diva production.
Hear this greatness. Hear this greatness. You're all right.
I know it looked like I'm being such a diva. We was getting the COVID vaccine, and so all that transitioning and stuff was not as easy as I would have liked it to be.
You're good. You're good. You are.
That's how you lead right there. You never miss a beat.
So we was getting, Deanna and I was getting that COVID vaccine. Okay. All right. Let me try to remember how this thing starts off. Okay, I barely know my parents, blame it on drug addictions, but I stand straight, so I am a walking contradiction. I'm on the battlefield, so please give me my mission. Where is the captain of billions? Tell him I'm in position. I'm right here on the right side like a right ear. I'm the light in the darkness, walking in some night gear, and I'm about to go off like a bad mouth. If dude is sour in the corner, take the trash out. Why you making mean faces like you constipated? That boy Tony flow big like my tongue inflated. I'm on another level like I'm on the wrong floor. I'm trying to break through the ceiling like a long door, but you want me on the ground like an oil stain. But you kind of keep me in a closet like a board game. You might want to keep me in place like a door frame, but I'm ready for whatever like some war paint. There you go.
Bars.
Tonight. You broke the night, Antonio. All the bars. Yeah.
Bars.
Love it. Amen. All right.
Do that.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. I sure appreciate you. Yes.
There is a gentleman on that Tierney was saying, I believe she was talking with him. His name is, he's not on anymore. I'm sorry, my apologies. His name was Zelen.
I did see that name when I was scrolling through. Okay. All right. He actually said he felt real good to be here to chat about an hour ago. Well, thank y'all so much. We will be jumping back on because Law invented a whole brand new class that everybody gets to, basically, that's the esoteric, and everybody gets to benefit from. So I am grateful. We are talking about something extremely difficult in the esoteric. Now, the energy is going to be fine, but something that all of y'all are struggling with. So we need to talk about deliberate creation and how y'all need to start creating your own reality, all right? But It's not as easy as I just made it sound. So thank you so much. Pleasure to meet all of you people. There are 5, 6, and 7-figure people on this call. So make sure you are networking. Deanna, I should have screenshot because I forget who it was, but it sent you an email. Okay, sent you the email. Thank y'all so much. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. See you in 1 hour and 5 minutes. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love you.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.